Today, we're diving into the classic showdown of which one is better for you, cruising or a land style vacation. We're gonna break down convenience, food, pricing, lodging, entertainment, all of it. So whether you're a first-time traveler or a seasoned traveler looking to try something new, we're gonna give you everything you need to know right now. Let's start with convenience. Cruising is all about convenience and variety. Once you make it to the ship, you really don't have to worry about anything else. All your food is prepared for you, all your entertainment's prepared for you. You just unpack once, your room's made for you, and then they just take you to your next dream destination. There's no more stress about connecting flights, hotels, having to check in, getting a rental car, do I get an Uber? Essentially, a cruise is a set it and forget it vacation once you make it to the ship. Now, if you choose to go with an all-inclusive resort, like a Sandals or a Beaches or the like, it could be the exact same. Once you get there, everything is included, except you're not traveling from destination to destination, so you are locked at that spot. So if you end up not liking that resort or it ended up having bad weather for the week you were there, you're just kind of stuck. However, there are other styles of land type vacations. You can do land tours, which essentially is a guided tour where every stop is planned for you, and it's typically done in a group. So it's kind of like a cruise setting, except you're not on sea, you're on land, where they're planning all the accommodations and all the travel for you. However, it does tend to be slightly pricier than a cruise. You also have the option to travel on your own, book different stays, and have total control. Because you decide the pace of your vacation, you're only limited by your schedule of how long you have to vacation. If you're driving along the road and you see something or some town you want to stop at, you can just do that and stay there. There's no one rushing you along or telling you, hey, we got to make it to the next stop. If you don't want to be on the water at all, or you're interested in visiting some cities that are more interior than port cities, then a land tour may be the better way to go. But if you're looking for the ultimate set it and forget it, I would definitely be leaning towards the cruises. Cruises are essentially floating resorts. Everything is just a few steps away from your stateroom. You don't have to take any mode of transportation to get to whatever it is you want to do. If you want to go to a specialty restaurant, you can do that. If you want to go to a pool, you can do that. A spa, whatever the case is, it's all pre-packaged there for you, and there really isn't much planning. So you could do a lot or a little and still feel like you got your money's worth depending on your style of vacationing. Now with land-based travel, if you were to stay at an all-inclusive resort, it's very similar to a cruise ship as far as amenities go. The problem you run into is you're kind of pinged to that one spot, right? You can travel pretty far. However, you're gonna have to drive all the way back to stay there that night, or you're gonna be paying for accommodations somewhere else and increasing the price of your vacation, which doesn't really make sense. With a land tour though, you might be here one night and there another night, and this means you get to experience more cultures, more cities, or potentially countries and unique experiences. So if you're looking to get a deeper dive into the culture and customs of where you're going, then a land-based vacation is probably the way you want to go. But if you're just looking for a sampler, experience the city for a few hours, have a taste of the food and move on, then a cruise ship might be more your speed. Okay, now that we're at the food category, it should be no surprise that cruises are known for food. Whether we're talking about main dining rooms, buffets, snack options, there's pretty much unlimited dining options on a cruise ship. If you're looking for something specific, you're probably gonna find something similar to it on board. However, land vacations offer something that cruises can't: local flavors and styling. Think street tacos in Mexico or fresh pasta in Italy. And while cruise ships do try to make good food for you, it is mass production food and it is not going to be the same as local flavoring. And while you might be in port for a few hours and be able to try some local foods, it will never compete with the experience of actually staying in that city for some amount of time and getting to experience the entire food profile of that culture. So if you want more than just a sample of local cuisine and you really want to dive into local foods, then a land-based vacation is probably the way you want to head. Okay guys, it's time for our mid-vid question. Let's find out, what is your favorite vacation meal? Do you prefer the cruise buffets or a specialty dining restaurant on board, or are you more of a local cuisine or a high-end restaurant on land type person? Let me know. Let's talk money. Cruises seem pricey up front, but when you take into account everything you're getting, traveling to all these different destinations, your lodging, your food, your entertainment, it's actually a pretty good deal. And we find it's pretty hard to beat the price of a cruise when you're doing land-based tours. The problem with cruises is the add-ons. It could be death by 1,000 cuts, such as buying the Wi-Fi package or the drink package or an unlimited dining package. Any of these extra add-ons can add up quickly and drive up the price of your cruise. Land-based travel is definitely more customizable. If you're somebody looking to have a unique experience on a budget, you can do things like hostels, Airbnbs, or local bed and breakfasts and really keep the budget low. But if you're somebody who cares more about the accommodations or a resort style life, you can choose to stay in higher end hotels or at a land-based resort and spend your money there instead. You really get to choose whether you want something like luxury or you just want to go somewhere and spend time there and you care less about the lodging experience and more about the cultural experiences. Now, we do find that land-based tours tend to be more expensive than a cruise, but when you think about it, it does make a lot of sense. Land-based tours have to account for multiple lodging spots, multiple transfers and transportations, multiple restaurants. It's a lot. Plus you have to pay for a guide that most of these come with. So that is why the price typically ends up being higher than a cruise in our experience. When it comes to entertainment and activities, it should be no surprise that cruise ships are gonna come jam-packed with stuff to do. From Broadway style shows to aqua theater shows, water slides, go-karts, kids pools, spas, splash pads. There's just an unlimited number of things on different cruise ships and they keep inventing new ways to keep you entertained at sea. Then you get to port and still get to go do excursions such as hiking, visiting local cuisine, all sorts of different things there that you could do if you were staying on land. So to me, cruise ships are just gonna beat you out this way. Now, land-based travel is definitely more customizable, especially when you're going to resorts, right? Most of them do offer beach tours such as snorkeling or scuba diving. They're gonna have guided tours or nature hikes as well. They may have golf courses or deals with golf courses where you can golf there. However, I just feel like the options are slightly limited when you go to a resort. Now, if you're not doing resort travel and you're doing your own land-based tour, then you are a little more customizable, but you're gonna have to figure out what you wanna do and where you can do it and really plan that out. And that can become a bit of a burden trying to figure out what to do at every stop or every day to keep yourselves entertained. So what's the verdict here? Well, if you want convenience, variety, and everything bundled into one nice, neat package, then I believe cruising is gonna be the better deal here. It gives you everything you want in one convenient location with minimal planning at a set price. But if you crave freedom, immersive cultural experiences, and flexibility, then land-based travel may be the way to go for you. But hey, who says you have to pick one or the other? Many of our travelers do both, ourselves included. On our recent trip to Greece, we chose to fly in early and stay in Athens for a week. Our cruise ended in Spain and then we stayed there for a few days as well, mixing and matching the options for land-based travel and cruising, which I highly recommend. If you're flying to a destination, maximize your travel time and your travel expenses by staying an extra night or two where you're headed or where you're headed back from to give you a little bit of local culture as well with your cruising experience. So, are you team cruise or team land travel? Let us know in the comments down below. You can always book your next cruise or land travel vacation with Amy using the QR code here or the link down in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe as it really helps us out, or consider watching some more of our great travel content, and we will see you guys on the next one.